A BBC London investigation has learned that almost 300 families of children with special needs are facing long legal battles to get the right schooling for their child. That's despite government reforms 2 years ago, which were meant to bring down the number of tribunals. Anna O'Neill has the story.
2 weeks ago, 11-year-old Ryley from Kingston started a specialist school for partially sighted pupils in Worcester, 200 miles from his home. His family chose it from a Kingston Council list of approved schools for people with his disability.
It feels like quite nice to be around people who have visual impairments and who understand what it is like.
But it's been a long fight to get here. His council wanted him to go to a mainstream school nearer to home. His mum Lee didn't agree and spent thousands on legal fees, threatening to take her local authority to a special needs tribunal.
I just don't understand why I've had to spend all this time, money and effort to just go full circle back round to where we started, which was for him to be given the funding for the place.
Kingston Council says it always seeks a solution that's in the best interests of the child. And it's the best interests of the child the government had in mind when it redesigned the special needs system 2 years ago to try to make it simpler and less adversarial.
There's been a huge investment, almost £500 million investment in SEND reforms, and yet that hasn't reduced the number of appeals. A number of those appeals that are being brought by parents are settling before getting to a hearing, which means that that's as a result of dialogue that should have happened at an earlier stage.
A BBC London Freedom of Information request has revealed that 275 families like Lee's are in the process of going to tribunal with their local authority. And more than 100 children with special needs have no school place to go to. The Department for Education told us the new system is working. 3/4 of cases in 2015 were resolved without the need to appeal. Hillingdon Council is one authority which has noticed a difference.
The new system has resulted in some councils, like my own in Hillingdon, seeing a significant reduction in the number of tribunals, so disputes have become less common. But in other parts of London, where, for example, there may be either a rapidly rising population or a shortage of the kind of special school placements that these children need, that there are problems.
Ryley's happy he's got the school that he wanted, and he's ambitious about his future. What do you want to be when you grow up, Ryley?
I want to hopefully go to the Paralympics.
But his mum worries for others who aren't as lucky. Anna O'Neill, BBC London News.